Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to go to the air right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully. They've got to feel good about how things have started.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Brady. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Brady. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Succop's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Brady going to throw. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have regained the lead. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Brady now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton with his second touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 17-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Allen being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it. But we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking downfield for Godwin.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want... In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Brady. And a dump off to White. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From way up at the 23.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
A final shot before half for Allen. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3
from the 6?
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Brady again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Forced out to his left.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 5. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. But Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Allen. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 26 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6.
Now a hit and a loose football. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Davis.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 42 yards. And the Bills are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Brady now on first down. He's got Otten. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otten.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away.
Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Back to throw. Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Allen to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we?
Oh, they pitched to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we are underway from Houston. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
looking to throw it right at the outset.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen steps away to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and he came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 14 yards out.
Well, the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8. Maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 53 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 12-0 the score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got room.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Keeft, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Succo. And this is back to a 5-point game. for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Allen off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Allen going to go on fourth down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On first down, Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 29 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succa. And the lead is now 2. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
first down. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brady now to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Reggie Gilliam
As the first half is winding down.
and the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Brady's throw there complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now Brady.
41-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Brady again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. From the gun, it's Allen on the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now from way back there after the sack. It's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, 47 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Complete to
Brady now on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Buying time and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Here's Allen being chased out left. And he will slide down with a good gain. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air, Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Operating from the red zone now. Allen steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Allen going to keep it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie from 10 yards out. And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Ford Field. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Back around his goal line, here's Allen. And it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis from a yard out.
And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Now Allen rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. That's complete right side to Lazard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Snap comes at 1. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 29 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Going deep for Diggs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
47 yards.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was covered by Leemo.
Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A final shot before half for Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. From the 10.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. .31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defense is planned for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Rodgers going to throw. Buying time to his left. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Allen now on first down. Dancing to his left. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there. What's going to be the back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that is caught. It's Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 22 more yards.
Throwing now is Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Now Allen again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tommy Sweeney there to make the grab. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because
and Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 75 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before we tried it out over this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-six on Packer touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen steps away to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
53 yards.
and the Bills get a bit closer.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Rodgers looking to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. If he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.